I want to talk about real happiness and satisfaction. Now, the message we get in society is that real happiness is the material happiness we get from enjoying people and things. And that's just about the biggest mistake that we can make. It's easy to understand why people think like that. I mean, that message is everywhere. It's in the media, it's in advertising, it's the basic assumption of society. But is it really true that people who surround themselves with pleasurable objects and things are the happiest? No way. Look at the list of famous suicides. And look at USA. It's a fantastic opportunity there for material happiness and satisfaction. But every year, at least 16 million American adults will have at least one major depressive episode. And almost 60 million American adults are using sedatives and tranquilizers. That means that material happiness is not enough for complete satisfaction. We need spiritual happiness as well. We need a balanced approach. And if we don't have that, we could end up really depressed and frustrated. In this short video, I'm going to explain very briefly. My name's Nemi. I've practiced in Eastern wisdom traditions for more than 45 years, and now I help people to apply time-tested, practical wisdom principles in everyday life. Come with me.
We're all looking for perfect enjoyment and happiness. And of course, there's so many different ideas. What is happiness? Happiness is a warm puppy, the familiar torn security blanket, a moonlit tryst, being with the family, being a proud mum or dad, holidays, a good show or a film, good food, having a good laugh, meeting your loved one, a triumphant victory you've worked for so long, fast cars, finding the perfect wave, and so on. But there's always a fly in the ointment. What we're enjoying gets finished, or else it changes. Flowers wilt and fade. Beautiful people become old and not so beautiful. Sometimes they get tired of us, they divorce us, or else they die. Cuddly babies become demanding teenagers. Even when we have something that we enjoy, after some time the senses become overloaded. We can't enjoy ice cream, a laugh with friends, sex, or anything else indefinitely. People get bored, even if they have something they enjoy. If you've ever made a long journey with young kids, you know what I'm talking about. Another thing is, as we get older, we can't enjoy so much. The demand for enjoyment continues, but the capacity to enjoy declines. One of my friends asked his grandfather, "Hey, Granddad, what's it like to be old?" His grandfather started to cry. He said, "I have so many desires that I'll never be able to fulfill." Of course, that won't happen to you, right? We'll see. Have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful time. Our ideal is they all lived happily ever after. And yet perfect happiness in this world is like the crock of gold at the end of the rainbow. So what's happening? Why do we keep chasing the rainbow's end? The answer is simple. Conscious spirit is alive, eternal, full of life. And matter, on the other hand, is dead. It's inert. And that's why matter really can't satisfy the conscious self, the spiritual self. So, as we become absorbed in our material life, in material objects, we forget that we're spiritual beings. In other words, as we become absorbed in matter, in material objects, out there, we lose touch with our real self. We're looking for real happiness, but real happiness is not out there in the objects. Real happiness is of the self, the conscious spiritual self. So in other words, to find real happiness, we have to find our real self. We have to realize our spiritual nature beyond the limitations and confines of matter. Well, what is spirit? How can we live as spirit here in the material world? When we find the answers to those questions, then we can find real happiness.
So, there's the question, which is better? To go with the flow, to settle for material happiness alone and miss out on the deepest sense of fulfillment? Or to go deeper to the real root of happiness and satisfaction and get a balanced approach? It's obvious, isn't it? Click on the link to get more information and insight. And there's a link for my Facebook page called Sumangala. It's for conscious, innovative thought leaders and change makers like yourself to share experience and insight. Please like this video, share it. Thanks for watching. I'm really happy to share with you.